In the year 2023, the PitraPaksha has started from 29th of September until 14th of October. So it's very essential for me to share a very important message for those who are practicing these rituals in the month of Shradha. Namaste dear souls, I'm Shalini. I'm grateful for all your kindness and openness to receive the divine wise words through this channel. Highly appreciate your presence with heartfelt gratitude. Let's begin today's video by understanding what actually is PitraPaksha and why it is so significant in India. To understand its significance, it's important to understand why we have ancestral period for prayers. So Pitra is a Sanskrit word that means our ancestors or passed on loved ones who have left their bodies for heavenly abode recently or maybe long ago. These Pitra not only includes the recent bloodlines, instead the planetary Pitra also are part of this ritual. In Hinduism, we pay homage to these ancestors during this time period. That's why it is very significant. It is said that during this period, the veil between these two words, the unknown and the known, gets thinner. And these ancestors can visit us during these times. The ancestors expect that their future generation will be happy and fulfilled and grateful for them, that they have blessed us with good luck, good health, more abundance, happiness, and as per their actions on earth. For example, if we die, we expect our children to remember us, be kind towards us, be grateful for what we are leaving for them behind. Whatever small or big, it doesn't matter. Whether it's money, skill, gifts, properties, great genetics, etc., etc. Now imagine if our ancestors are visiting us and they see us criticizing them of not giving us the greatest look, enough money, great property, more wealth, great genetics, bright future, or whatever we can ask for. How would they feel? Let me ask you, how would you feel if you become an ancestor to your future generation? Similarly, they feel. That's why it's important to be grateful to our holy ancestors or forefathers, whether we know them or we don't know them, we met them or we didn't see them, whether they left something for us or not. But actually be grateful for, as we are part of the same bloodline, the same lineage. It's important for us to pay gratitude to them. They visit us as birds, animals, beggar, saints, strangers, and any other form they would like to take. They can expose themselves to us through dreams, visions, and through actual visitations. In our culture, we believe that we must offer their favorite food, flowers, sweets, clothes, etc., or whatever our means allow us to offer, so that they can go back happy, satisfied, and fulfilled. Once they go back happy, they share their blessings, gifts, and those blessings and gifts flourish in our life like hidden gems. And amazingly, we will never be feeling stuck in any situations. There will be no misery, no lack in our life. We will be our healthiest version. These are all blessings of our ancestors. In case we leave them dissatisfied, miserable, you can imagine what you will get. In fact, divine keeps our human ancestors before him and other living beings. Why? Because he believes that our ancestors have paved the path for us to stay as future generation. Hence, they must be respected in all the ways possible. In my spiritual journey, my ancestors have played a real big role. That's why I share about them in most of my videos. If the ancestors are unhappy and dissatisfied, it is considered a dosha in the lineage. This is called Pitra dosha. So Pitra dosha is considered as a curse from ancestors, which is not exactly a direct curse where your ancestors are coming and cursing you. No, it's not like that because they never curse. They are just love. They considered it as a debt. The debt which future generation must pay for their ancestors so that they can move in their afterlives more easily. And if the family lineage is not successfully able to pay the debt, the lineage is closed for future generation and were not allowed for any seed termination. Overall, logically, our ancestors want us to be grateful for their lineage, and if they have done any sins in their life on earth, we must forgive them. We must help them overcome from those debts which they have accumulated through our karma and correct their mistakes, their sins, so that they can get unstuck in the transition in the unseen world. Many of us, we don't know what is unseen world because not many people can see unseen world because we are lacking that ability which was part of our personalities some few centuries ago. So what are the symptoms of Pitra dosha? If the generation has Pitra dosha, the generation will be barred for having a male child, for carrying the seed for next generation. There could be no marriage in the upcoming generation with many different reasons. Family can go through unnecessary hardships without knowing the reasons. But the life is really hard for this generation. If they have Pitra dosha, the reasons are unidentified. The children in the next generation may have lack of interest in any kind of growth, whether it's in education, business, making a family structure, or getting married. The family may experience frequent abortions in the family line without any reason. Children of such families have scarcity and lack in most of their life. They lack decision making, they are confused, and that keeps them in a loop for not finding the purpose. Sometimes even undesired losses also can appear, like death, murder, suicide, mystical murders, and many other losses like that. I mean, it's really unavoidable until the lineage pays the debt of the ancestors. So what are the reasons for this debt? There are many reasons for this Pitra dosha, like ill treatment of elderly or animal or any human, like torturing them physically, mentally, psychologically, and abusing living beings, sexual abuse to people. I mean, all the things which we are doing in Kali Yuga is part of this Pitra dosha. Sometimes speaking ill for others, like women, like gossiping, bad intentions, forced possession, like we like to own the property and fight with our siblings, right? That's all part of the Pitra dosha. And nowadays, money, making bad intentions, stealing is very common. What you can do is you can overcome such illusions of Kali Yuga and pay the debt of your Pitra, your ancestors, so that your future generation won't bear the heaviness of the karma of the lineage. And I can tell you it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's not easy for a generation to carry that Pitra dosha. If we do any bad karma in any shape and any form, through speech, through actions, through thoughts, it's a karmic debt for ourselves and the Pitra dosha for the next generation. So meaning to say, if we are doing any kind of bad actions, that is going to be the Pitra dosha for our children too. Isn't it interesting? And I'm sure many of you are not aware of it. But I'm also sure that now you are aware, so you can overcome from this very easily. Because I'm going to share the remedies too. So basically, we all have some kind of Pitra dosha, whether it is showing up in our kundali or not, in our astrological chart or not. Mostly, we are not living our life with complete awareness. And most of us have karmic debts in the lineage. But the doshas can be different for any individual. I mean, in some lineage, they may experience the dosha of the diseases, and some lineage may experience the dosha of the lack, or some may have combination of some things that I mentioned previously. So check your astrological chart and identify which kind of pitta dosha you have. And it also depends on the condition of the planets. When that planets transit, that time also dosha gets highlighted in a particular time period of your life. So without going into too much of details of astrological thingy, let's understand the remedies to overcome and practice them in present times, as PitraPaksha is going on, and we have a great opportunity to overcome any such debt and to make our life better. So firstly, light a candle for your ancestors. You all might be having an altar in your homes, and you can light a candle on their names. If you don't know their names, just remember them as your ancestors and pay gratitude and be thankful for their presence in your life, because they are part of your life, whether you are aware of it or don't know about it. Secondly, check if the proper rituals have been done after their death or not, like Pindadan and Shradha and whatever in Hinduism we follow until 40 days, because nowadays people are doing those rituals within 3 to 4 days, which is a big no-no. But even if you are doing so, please check whether you have done all the important rituals for them, because I have seen many times the souls are stuck only because the rituals have not been done and they are attached to the earthly realms and cannot transit from this realm to the spiritual realm. So it's very, very difficult for the souls who are transiting, and we as a physical bodies, we don't know about it. So take it on a very serious note and check in your family that whether the proper Pindadan and proper Shraddha Kriya and proper death rituals have been done for them or not. And if those have not been done, it's my humble advice to you, kindly complete all these rituals. It doesn't matter whether you do them immediately after that, and if you have forgot and if by any chance you have not completed them, do them now. It's always possible, and this realm is very forgiving and they can forgive us for any sins. You can perform such rituals by visiting some dharmic location in India like Haridwar, Kashi, Gaya, etc. I mean, you can find within your lineage what kind of death rituals happen and then complete those rituals, because this is going to help them in their afterlives. Next remedy is donate money, food, sweets, clothes with their names, and preferably what they did like when they were alive. Those kind of food, like someone who died liked to eat pizza or burgers or something like street food. Donate those type of food, so that if their soul is attached to these kind of foods, they can just satisfy their soul with this donation, and they can detach themselves from the food, the clothes, and whatever you want to donate on their name. And individually, you know that what your ancestor liked, so you can do that. In case if you can't offer anything due to your religious boundaries, like you are into a religion where you think that you don't believe in all these rituals, so you can just keep a glass of water in your altar or whenever you pray, and thank them from the bottom of your heart for everything, and do more good karmas, so that your good karmas can be good for your future generations and the past generation. And remember to throw that water into the plants. Don't drink that water, because that is for the ancestors, so it should go back to Mother Earth. So put them into the plants or throw them into the ground where it can get soaked into the ground. As we are the next generation of our ancestors, so it becomes even important for us to be honest, humble, and good in our actions, through thought, through physical body, through our speech, so that those actions can help our ancestors, ask God and other fellow beings for forgiveness for them, for any sins if that happened in your lineage. As I was going through this spiritual journey, I got to know a lot about ancestries, and I got to see there are many souls who are stuck just because of the karmic in the lineage. And it's a very small thing that you can just simply, God and light beings, guide my ancestors to move or transit them from this realm to spiritual realm. Otherwise, they will just get stuck in between the realms. And it's a very painful place to be in. Think of them just as normal human beings who are just not perfect. And also, you don't want to leave the debt for your future generation. The most beautiful thing is that if we have done some good karmas, we can donate our karmas to our ancestors. This is very beautiful experience I had where I have given my good karmas to my ancestors, and they were so happy, and as a seer I could see them how happy they were. So it's a very beautiful experience that if you are doing any good karma and you are donating your karma into their account, because as a human being we can do a lot of good karma on earth because we are living being, but they cannot do that because they are into another realms and they cannot do certain things which we can do. So it's easier if we donate our karma to them, and with our good karma they can move further in their life. I mean, this particular thing has helped them a lot in my ancestry. Do remember, they need your help. In fact, I made one video previously where I mentioned that the ancestors are calling, and they are actually calling you for help. And due to our ignorance and our unawareness, we are not able to listen to them. So, my dear friends, don't take PitraPaksha lightly. The ancestors are around us. Pay gratitude to them. Send them love. Credit your good karmas into their account. Donate on their behalf and see how they bless you with abundance and open all the doors of the prosperity in your life. One more thing I want to say, when you pray your ancestor, don't pick them by their names. Use them as a collective, like the lineage of the maternal or lineage of the paternal, because if you are picking them by name or calling them by name to connect with them, it creates a kind of disturbance in divine plan and generate bad karma. So avoid picking up through their names. You can definitely say my grandparents or my parents or something like that, whatever you want to say, but don't try to call them and try to connect with them by their names. Just do your karma and pay your gratitude and let them go. Don't invite them. This is one warning and advice I want to give it to you. I mean, I have worked with my 900 years old of ancestry during my journey, so you can think of the vastness of your actions in your lineage. So I hope I am able to help you understand the PitraPaksha and how you can pay gratitude to your Pitra and take their blessings in return. So make your ancestors happy today and receive their blessings. Much gratitude and much love. Namaste.